Militant affection.
All right, hi everyone. I'm Matt Miller. Welcome to Militant Affection. Let me check the levels here. They're good. I'm here with a guest.
Hi. Do I say hi to
You
that?
can say hi, Amamah.
Amamah. Yeah, it's me.
Sardar.
Sardar, yeah.
I've known you for a while, and I don't even know your last name.
Literally, no one does. It's fine.
Really?
Yeah, no
I
one
feel
says
mean,
it right.
though.
No, it's
Sardar.
fine. Yeah.
So only one person in my life has ever fucked up my name.
Well, your
His name's impossibly easy.
Well, does someone call you Mac Miller? Is that?
Oh, I guess they do that now.
I feel like that's like
die.
a
I forgot.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. Amamah. She
No one says my last name right. It's fine. I've gotten Sardar, Subbar, like weird.
Sardar?
Yeah.
You say subpar?
Yep. Subbar, not subpar.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, that would be mean. That'd be, passive as fuck.
That's a pretty passive move.
Yeah,
If they specifically did that when they messed it up.
That'd be real fucked up.
That would be subpar.
Yeah,
on
that
them.
would be. Oh my god, look at that.
Yeah, pretty good.
But yeah, thanks for having me.
Oh, thanks for joining me in my kitchen here.
In your kitchen, bedroom, green screen, closet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is how I live.
Kind of dope place. The green screen though, I feel like if you bring girls home, are they ever like?
Sometimes I green screen in other chicks. No.
Like I just imagine if I like walked in and be like, "Are you gonna shoot like a porn? Like, is this?"
I guess I've never surprised anyone with it. I've always said I have it in my room, and then when I get here, I'm like, "See, I wasn't lying."
All right, yeah. I think that's a good, because like you can't not say it's in your room. That would be weird.
Yeah. Also, it's like those dating questions that are like whatever first question, like, what do you like to do? And I'm like, this is what I like to do, I guess. So it just organically comes up.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Because if some dude was like, yeah, let's go back to my place, and I saw that, I'd leave. I'd be like, this is like some fucked up.
And I'm like, no, just stand in front of it for a little bit before you go.
Take off your clothes.
Yeah, that's all we're doing. I'm not filming. No, I've never actually even been nude in front of it and recorded it. I mean, I've been nude in front of it when I walk by it, but I mean, I never recorded myself.
It's like a golden opportunity. There's so many things you could put in the back.
A golden opportunity.
A what?
A golden opportunity, is that what you said?
Is that the phrase?
Like pee?
Oh, haha, yeah. You could green screen yourself getting peed on. Is that? I don't know how this works, but yeah, that's what I assume. I would be like in space or something. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Space is pretty good if you believe in it.
Conspiracy theory podcast.
Yeah. I'm trying to change it. I know I told you we were going to talk about traumatic stories, but I really I just point out things in my room. Is the majority of what I do.
For like an hour? Oh, I'm down for that. They'd be like, oh, look, there's a piggy bank and a glass full of quarters. So that's...
Yeah, I have to separate them. Because you know
then
when you need
what the fuck
quarters?
Is the point of the piggy bank?
For the non-quarter coins.
What do you do with those?
They eventually just get thrown away. But I like to fill it all the way.
There's a Coinstar, like somewhere nearby. You can just...
Yeah. I mean, I go a lot of places too. I'm sure somewhere I've been.
Yeah. It just seems like pretty stupid. Sorry. No, because like...
You coming on here saying pretty stupid. You know...
I come to your house.
You insult me.
Immediately. That's how it starts.
Seems pretty... What? All right. Do you have a piggy bank?
No. I actually think piggy banks are smart. I just put everything in this purse. And there's like so many coins in the bottom. And eventually when I'm like really drunk, I'll like pay for stuff.
In coins.
Yeah, and it's really fucked up. But it's not, it'll be like a few quarters and yeah.
I think it can test how drunk you are. Because if you're able to count them out.
That's true. That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
No one knows when I'm really drunk, so no one does.
Tell that to the judge. Yeah.
No. I had no idea.
I didn't know she was passed out.
Speaking of traumatic experience.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be mine, though.
Yeah, well, let's just do it. Do you have one that's particularly fun?
Man, I had like two that I thought of. I didn't know which one would be funnier. There was like one time that I like was pretty depressed. It was like 10 years ago, and I tried to kill myself, but then I couldn't. So I was like, oh, what if I like stand in front of cars? But then that was just like, that wasn't as fun. So the one that I had was, I think, a little bit more fun. Suicide.
That wasn't as, wait, what was the original plan before standing in front of cars?
I know. I was like thinking about like basically I was just like, what if I just magically, like, if there is a God, he would just be like, yeah, fine, like, boom, you're dead, and it'd be great. So I would like take a lot of pills and like other things, and just like I just didn't have it in me, because a part of me was like, I still want to live. It was just like, yeah. But then eventually it got to a point where I was like, I'll stand in front of a fucking car. And then my friend took me to a therapist.
I'll stand in front of a car, like a slow lane, like a school zone.
Probably like
school
at that
zone
point, I really like didn't think things through at all. Like I wouldn't stand in front of a bus and be like, that would hurt too much.
That's too much.
Not even like realizing that. Also, like if I didn't die, that would suck, because then I'm like, I got crushed by a bus, you know?
Okay, there you go. Yeah, that's a good reason. But if it was a small car and let's say you roll over the hood, you could not get that injured and have a lawsuit on your hands.
That's true too.
So
future methods of me just standing in front of cars.
No, I'm not suicidal. I'm just trying to bankroll.
Yeah. But I guess like the more traumatic experience, I had like cervical cancer cells, and it's like really common. A lot of women have those.
Oh, good. I was gonna spit this out, but now I know it's common.
But like you can't like have sex for like 4 weeks after. And like the way I got it, I think I like had been with 3 dudes, and then like went to be like, I finally had like a boyfriend. I was like 24. And then I went to the doctor and I was like, I want to be on birth control. And she was like, all right, we'll do like a pap smear. And they were like, man, your vagina is just full of shit right now. Like,
oh, shit.
You have got to get surgery. Like, it's going to spread. And I grew up like super Muslim, so I couldn't tell my mom. Like,
that your vagina was full of shit?
Yeah. So I like lied a little bit. And
wait, what?
So like, because I had to like bring someone with me to the surgery because I would be put to sleep, and they'd have to like drive me back.
Put to sleep, I guess, yeah.
Is that the right English wasn't my first language.
Put to sleep.
Even though I've lived in this country for my whole life.
I feel like you could say that. I mean, I guess.
Oh, I guess that makes it sound like I was like...
You were killed. Yeah, like a dog you put to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, so that first part sucked because I had to lie to my religious parents about how I got it. They're like, how is this possible?
They actually... Do they know this now?
No.
Oh, okay, go on.
Not yet. But so like they came to the hospital, and before is it sedated then? Like general anesthesia or whatever the fuck?
Oh, they sedated you. Yeah, you know better than me. Sedation.
Is that a thing? But before the doctor, she was like, all right, like you're going to go into the room. And I was like, do not tell my mom how I got this. Because it's like HPV that causes cervical cancer. And she was like, oh, don't worry, you're not the only one. Like, a lot of our patients who go through this, like, don't want anyone to know. So she was like, I'll just be really general. And, like, you'll go in, and it'll be, like, a 20, 30-minute thing. So,
really general? Like,
I think if, like, my mom had a question of, like, how does this happen? Like, she would just say, like, you know, like, there's just, like, a virus that causes this, and not gonna go into saying, like, a sexually transmitted.
Oh, okay. And
your daughter was a huge whore.
This virus? Well, you know, when you go onto the wrong website.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But then afterwards, I was in a relationship, and the dude that I was with, the first week.
Is that when you came to after being knocked out? You're like, oh shit, I'm in a relationship. Like immediately after.
Yeah, I called him. I was like, hey man, we together, right?
Yeah.
But afterwards, like you can't do anything, so you can't fuck.
Hold hands.
No, nothing. Nothing that leads to sex. So you can't make eye contact. Just Christian side hug.
Yeah.
But he was such a dick. Like the first week after my surgery, I was living in Providence, so I went back to Providence from New York where I'd gotten the surgery, and there's like a chance of like hemorrhaging. So like a few days in, I started to bleed like so much, and I was like, oh shit, I think I have to go to the hospital. And I had called him. And he was like, oh, I thought I could, like, be out with some guys, and, like, we're now in Connecticut. So I don't know if I could really come back. And I was like, okay, that's fine. And then like my roommate's boyfriend like sat with me because she was like, let me go like check to see if my sister's around. She has like yeah. So then like they were with me the whole night. And then
so wait, this was a few days after?
Yeah. So like he literally was like, oh my God, I was so worried about you. We were together at this point like 8 months by then. So he was like, I was so worried. And I was like, yeah, like you're so great. Thank you so much for like taking care of me for like a day or two. And then just started to be shitty again.
Yeah.
And then it just progressively got worse because in my
bleeding.
Yeah, that eventually it slowed down. Like I had to take like a ton of pills and just a lot of Advil and just stopped it. But then for like a month, almost every single day, because we couldn't like have sex, he would just be like, oh, man, this is so tough for me. And
has he ever sat in a room with someone without having sex with them?
I wish I had more self-esteem back then. I would have said that. I was like, can you hang out with your mom without... yeah, and he was... I was 24 or 25 at this point then, but like everything he would say, I was just like, oh man, like I'm really fucking up as the girlfriend. But then he would be such a dick and he's like, you know, if you want like to like blow him, I think I gave, oh man, that was like the month of BJ's where I just, it was just disgusting. And I don't think I wanted to ever give one afterwards. But yeah, he every single day would just be like, so what did the doctor say? Like, can you have sex now?
What?
Yeah, it was a really shitty relationship. We still were together for like 6 months after.
Oh, wow.
But I was still so in love, and he would constantly be like, yeah, blow me, or do this, or like, this sucks. When are you going to recover? And then when I finally did sleep with him, it was awful, and it hurt, and there was like, they had packaged, this is disgusting and graphic, they had packaged the inside, and they fisted it out. No, I'm kidding.
I knew it.
They packaged like a bunch of crap in there, and
a lot of shit. There's a lot of crap.
A lot of shit, a lot of crap. And she had said it. She was like, when you like the first time you have your period or anything, like a lot of that stuff is gonna come out. Don't be scared. It's gross. And we were having sex, and like a lot of it came out, and he freaked out on me, and he was like, "This is disgusting." So as I'm telling this story, I feel like this is more about a really emotionally abusive relationship.
Listen, it still counts, I think. I think that's all under the traumatic experiences.
Yeah. So
wow.
That was that. And then we were together for like months after.
Dang.
And then I was
you must have really liked him during that time, it sounds.
I should have broken up with him during that time.
I know, but if you continue to do sexual favors.
That's true. I think when it was just the low self-esteem. Like now, if that happened.
Low self-esteem's the worst.
It would have been like, you gotta leave, man. Like, I don't really give a fuck if you're here.
Yeah, if your vagina get all fucked up again.
Yeah, I hope
That's
not.
how you'd be. I hope not either.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah, it doesn't
Can I
sound
come
like
back
good.
if it does?
No. You can't come back. I'm like, one time. It's the same story twice. I'm not going to have you. I know it's a different time in your life, but the details is what I want. But what kind of things came out of there?
Imagine if I brought pictures and
you're like,
it was a slideshow.
I call this one, I don't know.
It was like brown. It's kind of like if you've had period sex.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, but it was so clotty and brown and like darker brown than me. And then it just...
like a cacao? I don't know. That doesn't make sense. It's not even that dark. Yeah, go on.
Kind of stringy. I don't know. It was just gross. Like it was stuff that was.
That would be
out.
fun, you know. In like Halloween, when you make those little things, you stick your hands in, and you don't.
It's like this. Stick your hand in the cervix that's recovering and see.
Yeah, that's right.
It's cool though. Every time I go to the gyno now, if I have a new person, they're like, because I go to Planned Parenthood, and I always have new people, but they're always like, oh my God, wow, you're recovering. Like, this is so neat. You're doing so well. It's like, oh, you can tell that my cervix has some stuff taken out of it.
Huh.
So, yeah.
How? That's like your mark.
Yeah, and I've always wanted to be like, yo, can someone like I just want to see, how do you like, I don't know, I'm curious. Like, it's always a comment that someone makes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a marking that separates you.
Yeah. Like, I'm glad that dudes
Personalizes
can't
you.
see that, because that would be...
Do you think, I was just thinking this, it's called the guy no because it's guy no?
Oh, oh boy.
I was sitting here, I was like, got gold in the mines.
Go to an open mic and be like, guys, yeah, that's my story.
With the cancer there.
Yeah. But a lot of people, it's super common.
Yeah.
It's not terrible. Like, they did scrape. She was like, oh, we scraped your ovaries and like other things that we thought.
What do they scrape with? What is this? Why it's like a rake?
I don't know. I just was like they were like, you might not be able to have kids after this. So I think at the time I was just so sad and so young, and I was like, all I wanted to be was a mother. Now I really don't care.
I was so sad and so young. Is that?
Well, like, because the first thing she said, she was like, you could get this surgery, and it's like a healing process. Like, you can't do this for a few weeks. You could go to work immediately after, which was bullshit.
Oh yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, and I like took a week off from work. I was like, nope. I was like, I need a full week. She was like, yeah, you might not be able to have kids, but you'll never know until you try.
I mean, you would know at some point. Yeah.
Yeah,
when
that's like until
kids.
when you can't have kids. And she was like, is that important to you? And it's like, I don't know yet. I think so. So, yeah.
Oh, you can make those decisions at a young age? I guess.
Another gyno later was like, she was like, you could have waited a little bit longer and like done some alternative meds. And I was like, nah.
Alt meds.
Yeah, I was like, I don't really believe that's gonna... I love alternative medicine, but I was like, at some point when someone's like, this is going to be really bad in 6 months, it's like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, let me see if turmeric helps.
Oh yeah, turmeric though.
Yeah.
Do you do alternative medicine? You ever get acupuncture? Does that work?
I've always wanted to.
Yeah?
Yeah. Have you?
No. I saw a place the other day.
Where?
It was an acupuncture body and foot massage place.
I'm afraid that it's the needles, right?
Yeah.
I'm afraid that what if they like shove a needle in a place that you start to bleed out? Is that possible?
I think that's part of the allure.
That's how I'm gonna kill myself.
I'll just get acupuncture. They're like, I want full body acupuncture. Do not miss a space.
There is a scary movie with a guy with needles on his face.
Yeah, Hellraiser.
Hellraiser, yeah. That I don't think I could. His face and acupuncture.
What if he just put his head? Yeah, he rolls it over you.
It's so gross.
I've never even seen that movie. I just
haven't
know
either.
of it.
Yeah, I've just seen like the DVD copies in my house because we have DVDs.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Who has time to watch movies, you know?
I did watch Spider-Man yesterday. It was really
Which
dope.
one?
The Far From Home.
Oh, yeah.
I really liked that.
It was
a lot.
good?
It was so good.
I watched the animated one. I like that one.
Oh, that was so good too. That's
Yeah.
on Netflix too.
Yeah. Netflix.
I liked it. I'm gonna. Can we turn this into a Netflix recommendation?
Yeah. What do you recommend?
Oh, Dairy Girls, that Irish
Dairy
show.
Girls. I know a bunch of people that like that.
It's so good.
I just can't watch people that are that dairy. You know what I mean?
I don't know what that means.
It wasn't really a joke, but
I don't know what that means.
it was just told in joke format to confuse. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just tell so many jokes, you just want to talk like it.
I think most of us do that.
Oh, entirely.
Yeah,
I agree.
It's so annoying.
It's one of the worst things.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because I've never been serious with anyone in the history.
I feel like we had a really serious conversation though. Kind of.
For me, it was laugh inside.
That's
no,
true.
it's
You just, I think you
nonsense.
should Google vagina packaging post surgery so you know what it looks like.
Already mentally Googling it.
Oh, that's so
creating my
gross.
own imagery. No, it was just nice to hear about a nice abusive relationship.
Yeah, I also in turn after that was kind of insane and then doubled the emotional abuse. I think I took in, instead of being like we should break up, I just harbored so much resentment and then for months was such a cunt and a terrible person, and it was beautiful.
Oof. Okay, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
All right.
And terrible. Like, but it's funny because I've talked to him, and it's been years, and we're very different people, and I have nothing against him or for him, but yeah, man, that was a bad on both ends. Because I was a terrible, terrible person after that. I just harbored every piece of resentment I had post-surgery and just fucking lashed.
Yeah, that emotional energy, I guess, has to go somewhere.
Yeah, and it went to destroying someone's self-esteem and self-worth through words. I'm kind of a better person now, I think. I hope.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't know you before, so...
You're like, I just know you as a piece of shit.
I've always known that. And just stay consistent. Yeah. That's rough. Would you say that was your most emotionally abusive relationship?
Yeah, because I was terrible and he was terrible. And it just was so bad.
It was almost like you guys were in your twos.
What?
Your terrible twos, right? Isn't that a parenting thing?
I can't have kids, Matt. So
oh, shit. I forgot. I shouldn't have brought it up.
I guess, yeah. He sucked at the time. I wonder I should Google him and see what he's up to.
Turns out he also has cancer on the dick.
Oh, that would be really bad. I would feel bad. Imagine if you were like, he's actually right behind the green screen.
He's behind the green screen the whole time.
Turns into a different show.
What if we're behind the green screen and reality's back there? You ever think about that?
I think that's true. And I don't know what that means, but I'm just going to agree with it.
You think that's true?
Do I think that the edible is hitting me now? I think so.
Oh, good. Because I felt higher, but I think I didn't smoke anything.
You should I should have brought you an edible. I have like 2 left, so I'm being a greedy bitch.
No,
I wasn't going to.
I would want it. I can only be on edible with you if we can record it, because it would take too long for me to get high.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, this one's a low dose.
Oh, what were we saying? It was like 5 milligrams?
Less, like 4.9
milligrams.
Oh, yeah, 4.99999.
Yeah, less. 4.9.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that'd be too little. Wouldn't even do it. The one time I bought like those little edibles and I went to Denver and I got 10 milligrams. I didn't feel a thing.
What the fuck?
I think I could just like consume things. Like I can eat a lot and like when I smoke weed, it fucks me up more than the edibles. I think my lungs are shitty. My body's fat.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense.
I took an edible in New Mexico, and it was like, I think it was close to 10, and I woke up in the middle of the night, and it was like an Airbnb in the middle of nowhere, and I woke up, and I was like, there's a man in the house.
What?
And I thought there was, and I was with 2 of my friends, and they both were like, there's a man in the house too. And then I got up and ran towards it, but it was just like a light that was like shining in. And I was like, there's a man outside the house. But then I guess somehow went back to bed. But it was intense, and I just had the weirdest trip. It was not good. So after that, I was like, never again, never 10. I can't.
But like, when you thought there was a man in the house, how quickly did you react?
I don't know what's wrong with me. I just got up and I was like, I gotta go see if I run. Because in my head, I was like, if I run through him, then he'll disappear. I don't know if I thought it was a ghost.
So you thought it was not a regular man?
No, like a shadow man.
A shadow man.
But like, I ran to it. And I was like, if I run to the man, he'll just dissolve. Yeah. And I think in my head, that's probably what is why I went back to bed. And then my friends the next morning were like, why the fuck would you do that? They're like, you just got up and you just ran towards whatever we thought was in the room.
It's certainly a move, though. You know what I mean? Because normally people just quiver and hide. But I think if you attack, it could prevent some things. That's true. I'm never an attacker, but yeah, there was that moment. Because normally I would have just played dead. An attack. Well, this woman is clearly dead. Shadow men don't mess with this shit. Yeah, so that's another traumatic experience. It was my edible high. That was traumatic. I was having so many thoughts and feelings about life.
I don't think that was traumatic. I think that was just a fun.
Well, that was a profound experience.
It was profound.
A profound experience.
Yeah, because traumatic can't be. Yeah, it was profound.
Yeah, I say traumatic, but I mean, it's just a fun word to throw out there.
Yeah. Well, when I think of traumatic, it's a fun word to throw out there. That's like not a light thing. It's like I don't go to my therapist. Like oh, it's a cute traumatic thing that happened to me.
Why not?
I should. She already.
Have you had the same therapist for a while?
No, because when I moved to New York last year, I finally had a new one. So
but I mean, like for like a year.
Yeah, it's been like a year and a half now.
Yeah, I mean that's a while.
Really?
Right? I feel.
I had in Providence, I had like one woman for like 3 years.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
One woman for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
I want one woman for 4 years. Whatever, lady, 2020.
You heard it here first, Matt.
Whatever, lady. Who's running?
Ann Coulter.
Ann Coulter. Whatever, lady.
Oh, God, I hope not. That would be insane.
But still a woman in the White House, so.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. I think Trump's going to win again. I do. I just don't believe in people voting
equality.
properly. Yeah. That would be real fucked up.
Yeah, people vote against their best interests. That's the thing I read, and I repeat now.
Where'd you read it?
Wall Street Journal.
Oh, fancy.
You do stocks?
No, do you?
Me either, I don't do
Oh, it was like in your piggy bank. You go. You buy
Clearly
bonds.
I do.
Yeah, you separate the better coins from the less. Yeah,
And
I don't
then
know
I
how
have
stocks
green
work.
liquid.
What is that? Mountain Dew? Is that Mountain Dew? That's
I don't know.
disgusting.
I'm an adult man.
If you invested in stocks, I'd be very concerned about the market. And
I heard we're going into what's it called when it's on a recession.
Recession,
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we fucked up. The world is literally burning. Nothing matters anymore.
I agree. But I thought that even when things weren't, I guess it's always been burning.
Yeah, but now it just seems so sad.
Yeah. How so? How sad are you?
Usually pretty sad. Isn't everyone pretty sad? I've yet to find someone who's like actively like, yes, like I can't wait for the next 20 years or like everything is just so fucked.
Yeah. Well, global warming's supposed to end things in the next, like tomorrow or something, right?
Yeah, I think the Amazon's still burning too.
Yeah.
And no one gives a fuck anymore.
Yeah.
The dictator, refused to accept money unless someone apologized to him. It was like another world leader, Bolsonaro, the president of Brazil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Brazil, yeah.
They were going to give him aid for the Amazon, and then he refused it.
What?
Yeah, so we're all going to die.
When, though? That's the question.
I think around 2050 when most of the water is depleted.
Ugh. Who drinks water?
Yeah, you don't. You've green. That could be your piss. That actually isn't a bad color for pee.
Well, I threw in a little mixture so it didn't look like pee. A little like,
we would just have.
I don't think I'm
Rockstar.
that pessimistic. I think we're gonna figure it out. Things are gonna be all right.
I don't know. Because I think that people are terrible.
I think people are generally terrible.
Yeah.
But I just don't want to think things will end. I think we always have the human in the best interest at the end. I think so.
But I think it affects like when rich people start to really feel it. And then those are the people who can do shit. So right now they're just like living. They're like, hell yeah, this is great. But then
What do you think they're doing?
Right now?
Yeah.
If I was rich, I would be on a boat somewhere.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
The moon.
With this thing, hell yeah.
Is that the rich lifestyle? On a boat?
I think a boat is a really
like a big
yacht.
boat. A big boat.
Yeah, not like a regular boat.
Yeah.
Regular boats are for like
Fucking
everyday people.
For the poor.
Yeah, for the poor. Like a yacht. That's a big boat.
A big yacht.
Right?
Yeah, that's a big. Yeah. Wow, that classifies me as rich because my grandpa had a yacht.
Who has it now?
He sold it before he died.
Oh, he didn't want to pass it down?
no one wanted to pay the yacht fees to
That's right.
be at the boat place and maintain a yacht. It was impossible.
That makes sense. Yeah.
You know. But he had like an old yacht. It wasn't like a new yacht. It was like a 1980 yacht.
I feel like that's like vintage yacht.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, if you like had it in Brooklyn, like someone would be like, "This yacht is like for me and my friends on the weekends."
Yeah,
like they wouldn't bring it anywhere. They would just like it'd be like a yacht.
This yacht
bar.
identifies as a boat or something. Yeah.
What is the difference between a yacht and a boat? I like that word, yacht.
A yacht. I don't know.
A yacht.
I think a yacht just has like the front part, and a boat is like a whole thing. Does that make any sense?
No. The boat, you won't drown in. A yacht, you just you're the front part.
You
that's
might
it.
drown
Yeah.
in. You might drown in. I don't know what the difference between a yacht and a boat is. Is yacht a company? Is this like one of those Kleenex tissue debates? I don't know.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that. Like that took me a while too.
Yeah, Kleenex is a brand.
Yeah, well, that's like Band-Aid.
Yeah, Band-Aid.
Yep. If you get Band-Aids from the bodega, it's called Do Band.
Really?
Yeah, it's the one that near my
Do-Band.
Do Bang. Do Bang. I have a picture of it somewhere. It's really ridiculous.
Do you bang? Huh. And who makes those?
Oh no,
Oh, the bodega itself
just the bodega guys.
wraps it up. How many Band-Aids you go through a week?
I cut myself a lot shaving.
Oh
Not
shit. Okay.
Another traumatic though. Not really. Only like in the summertime when I'm like hungover and like attempting to like shave a leg and just fuck it up.
Now, the fact that Band-Aids come in white skin, does that annoy you?
No. Is it supposed to?
All right, good. I would always go for colorful ones anyhow. I want people to know I'm hurt, you know? A green one or a blue one.
Or like one with cartoons.
Yeah, cartoons.
Yeah, I used to like, when I was younger, those were like the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just get scraped up to put it on.
Yeah. What a
Yeah.
bitch move though. Like in the end, like you get scraped up and you're like, Hello Kitty on my arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello Kitty. I guess that's a strong choice. I wouldn't pick it.
No.
No. I never fell into that phase.
Wow. All right.
I
Well,
never
I
got
loved
into a Hello
it.
Kitty time.
There was like Rugrat ones.
The
There was-
Rugrat's cool.
Yeah.
I like the episode when they go inside the body to get the pumpkin, the watermelon seed. You know that one?
Isn't that Magic School Bus?
Nope.
Okay. And if you go inside, there
I
must have been a
I
Magic
think
School
Chucky
Bus episode.
ate a seed, a watermelon seed,
Oh, I don't remember that.
and they had to go inside and get it.
I remember the Rugrats movie. I loved it.
I don't know if I remember it.
It was good. I would now watch it.
Is it on
It would be
Netflix?
so weird to
Watch it
watch
on
it.
Netflix.
Yeah. Hey Arnold was another really good show.
Oh yeah, it
The
taught a
best
lot of good
show.
lessons.
The what?
Taught good lessons.
It did, yeah. That's a show I could definitely like. That should be on Netflix again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They made 2 movies? Hey Arnold movies?
I think I don't even know. I have no idea if they even made one.
Oh. I think they made 2.
Well,
Check them out.
yeah. Do you want to hear another traumatic? I don't know how this goes.
You got another one? We got another one in the hangar? Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, hell yeah. Then I could. We could talk about my breakups. They're always pretty bad.
Your breakups?
Not bad. One time someone broke
Somebody
up with me by, I think I tell this joke. He showed up at my house at like the middle of the night, but I was partying because like Wiz Khalifa was at Brown for like this
nice.
like concert weekend before graduation. And I was with all my friends, and they all were like rolling, and everyone was having a good time.
Rolling around.
Yeah, rolling around, no drugs, just on the field. Which actually, I think at some point we were like on the field, just like rolling around, feeling
Well,
the
there you go.
grass.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Oh," I was like, "Oh, do you want to come meet at this house party?" He was like, "Why don't we just pick you up from your house and we'll just go from there?" And I was like, "That's a weird thing," because I lived pretty far away. I was like, all right, fine. And I Ubered like 20 minutes home. And then he showed up around like 1 and was like, this isn't working anymore. But I was on so many like different things, and I was like just so out of it, and I had no idea what he was talking about.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Like, what's going on? You're crying. And then he was like, I just can't be with you. Like, I think this just like is a bad relationship. And he was right. Like, it was terrible. It's the same guy who, this is the same dude cervical.
From the previous story?
Yes, yeah, wow.
What? This is like a sequel to that prequel?
Yeah.
What? And you were all fucked up and he was crying, breaking up?
And then
Are you sure you weren't just imagining his face?
It looked like he was crying. I'm going to pretend that he was crying.
Yeah.
And I walked out of the car because I was like, I am a proud person, so I'm not going to like cry in this car.
And then you went and stood in front of another car.
Yeah. And full circle. That was it. And I didn't die.
You were actually a ghost man, so it went right
through
you.
God. Every single story fits in this very last one.
You're like a magician.
Yeah. But he handed me he was like, wait, come back. And I turned around because in my head I was like, oh, he realized he made a mistake. This is how fucked up that relationship was. Where like, I knew that like it had to come to an end, but like he's the only one who had like enough balls to like break up with me.
Yeah.
He had a bag of my stuff in his hand, and he's like, don't forget this. And then I went to a party right after. I like Ubered back.
Was it just like all the stuff that came out of your vagina?
He's like, I've kept this for the last year, you know?
Yeah, I'm like...
yeah, and then I went back to the party, and all of my friends were having a good time, and I was crying because I was that person.
Well, I mean, yeah.
But they were all rolling and like so high that they just wanted to like, they were like, oh, give me a hug. But they were just like, everyone was just like feeling each other up, and I was like, this is a really weird but funny way to... And then one kid was like, this is the best night. We're all graduating soon. And I was like, this sucks. But
one kid announced that.
He did. His name is Will. I love Will. But he did announce that it's the best night. And honestly, looking back, it was a great night. I got to see Wiz Khalifa. I got to finally...
break off?
Yeah. It was a great night.
And then touch each other?
Yeah, everyone touched.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no
and
ghost
it was the
people.
best night. Yeah, you didn't touch through anyone.
No.
You just touched everyone's heart, sort of metaphorically.
Yeah. I like went past someone and be like, man, he's a ghost. Why
are we hanging out with this fucking guy?
Yeah. I guess
this is the best night. It's always fun to announce how it's going. You know what I mean?
He's in DC now. I think he's
Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there another DC?
No.
No. What are you clarifying that for?
I don't know.
Washington DC.
I was just filling it in. You know, like when you're reading something and in parentheses there's the word that wasn't there.
Yeah. That took me a while to figure out why that was there.
I still sometimes don't think that's what it is, even though I know that's what it is. Because sometimes it seems out of place. Like they didn't need. Like sometimes I'm like, you didn't need to write this. I knew what they were talking about. You know what I mean?
But some people don't.
You always gotta cater to them.
Mm-hmm. Motherfuckers.
Fucking children.
Yep. Well, thanks for letting me talk about ghosts and shit. And I guess my vagina.
Well, hey, I appreciate it.
I feel like the way you wrapped it up was... if that actually happened, that would have been perfect.
Well, they had to wrap it up themselves. And... that's just the end of that story. You guys just hugged it out. And then the next day, you're like, well, everything's fine.
No, I was deeply upset. I was like, what's happening? But then, like, after, like, maybe, like, a month or two, I felt a little bit better, and then it was fine.
A month or two, that's pretty good.
Yeah. I think it's always still lingering, but then I think when I went to, like, a therapist, and she was like, this is a terrible relationship. She was like, you sucked, and he sucked. Like, what? And then that was like just breaking it down.
Yeah. So that helped.
Yeah. Therapy.
1-800.
My therapist.
Therapist.
Yeah. Linda.
Really? She's good?
In Providence, Rhode Island. So I don't think that's, if any.
Providence is big. I've only liked one of the therapists I went to, and it was a lady. I guess I've only gone to therapy for like with one person at a time for like a month and a half before I quit. So that's why I thought 1.5 years was long.
Oh, no, I like to, like, find someone. Because I don't want to retell
Yeah.
Like I hate the first day of therapy.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so I just like to say it to one person.
That's how I feel about first dates.
I hate first dates, so I just don't go on them.
Just want to write a note. This
Like
is what I'm gonna say.
Pre-reading.
This is what I'm gonna do. I just do the same thing every first date.
I feel like if you should assign homework like it's a class. Also, that sounds weird because I don't know if you're dating anyone who's like in
intelligent.
college.
No.
It's like this is the syllabus.
They're doing adult education. All right. They're all adults.
That's true.
Continuing education, I guess.
Yeah. They're like 19. It's so weird.
Damn. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be weird to give them homework.
Or
Actual homework. you
Did
shouldn't
you
be
not
doing
read
this.
about my trauma?
All right. Well, I think that was actually really good.
Oh,
Probably too
thanks.
good. I'm gonna edit out a lot of what you said.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
And only include certain. I'm gonna make you seem kind of hateful.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Do I still have low self-esteem? Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna save it all. I'm just kidding.
No, you do what
You're
you
gonna appear to have the highest self-esteem.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. This was fun.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on. Anything else you want to say about this?
Nope.
All right. Well,
No.
check out Amamah if you can, or if you see your therapist, check her out too.
Ask her questions about me,
Yeah, ask questions. I've been Matt Miller. This is Matt Miller, Real on the Things. This has been Militant Affection. Thank you. Bye.
Do I say bye?
Yep, that's it.
Okay, cool.
You did it.
Militant Affection.